Hello, welcome back. Just Flicks with Jesse. Yet again, back with another trailer reaction. It's been a minute for these. A little bit, anyway. They put a new Beetlejuice trailer out, trailer 2. Admittedly, I am quite excited / trepidatious about this. I really hope it does good. Huge Tim Burton fan. Beetlejuice, growing up, I've absolutely loved this movie since I was a kid. It came out when I was probably 7 or 8 years old when the original came out, and I watched the hell out of this. Edward Scissorhands, the original Batman, or the OG Batman, let's just say the 89 Batman, whatever. Big Tim Burton fan. I mentioned in my last Beetlejuice video that at some point in my life, I was very dead set on becoming a filmmaker, and even at the time that I was kind of coming up when Tarantino, Rodriguez, all these fantastic filmmakers were huge, and I love them all, and don't get me wrong, but Tim Burton was always my favorite. Just something about the magic, and especially back in the day, the magic of a Tim Burton movie was undeniable. Wonderful stuff, man. Really shaped my childhood, and it was cool. They always had these, it was a dark tone, but very sweet, very fun, funny. Just something about Tim Burton was just, it's his own thing. It's his own genre. It really is. And I always loved that you could watch a few minutes of a movie and say that's a Tim Burton movie, just from the style, how it looked, right? The tone, all that stuff. Admittedly, to me, as of late, it's been kind of hit or miss for me, to be frank. Still very much a fan, but I feel like it was after he did his Planet of the Apes movie. Was that? God, what year was that? Early 2000s, late 90s. Whenever he did that, that's kind of where things kind of started fluctuating for me, frankly, with Tim Burton. Still think he's fantastic. I still think visually and all that, I think he really delivers. He came out with Big Fish after that one, and that's a wonderful movie. There's a lot. It's like I said again, it's kind of up or down for me. Still quite undeniable that his style stands out, though, and I'm never gonna dump on the guy because I just have such a fondness for him. But like I said, in all fairness, just to be honest, it's been kind of a roller coaster after I'd say the late 90s. Honestly, Sleepy Hollow to me was one of the last slam dunks he had. I love that movie. Absolutely perfect concept for him, and he did a great job with it, in my opinion. There's been good ones since then, but that was the last one where I felt like we kind of ended a streak, maybe, in my opinion. But this has been rumored since the original came out. This has been rumored for a long time. I know I'm talking a lot. You guys feel free to skip ahead. You don't need me to tell you that, but just kind of gonna gush and geek out a little bit. But I know they've been talking about a Beetlejuice sequel since the first one was such a hit, and rightfully so. It's hard to follow. I imagine a hit, it's hit or miss, but it is what it is. I know there was going to be this Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii thing that they had thrown around for a while, which just sounded goofy as hell. Probably, who knows, it might have worked. It could have been just silly enough to work with the concept, but everything I've seen so far for this one has actually quite won me over. I know they've leaned back in and said they're doing a lot of stop motion, old school type effects, stuff like that. So that definitely wins me over as well, even more. And just seeing Michael Keaton back as Beetlejuice, and from the little bits that we've seen so far, seems to be just really knocking it out of the park. So now that I've rambled on for way too long, as I tend to do, let's get into the trailer, and we'll talk at the end here. So Beetlejuice, trailer 2.
When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, We'll see who gets the last laugh. My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately.
She's a legend.
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
Ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I need you to help me save my daughter. But how do I know that you're gonna keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. Days. Bob, you and the boys stand guard. Nobody gets through. Let's go, honey.
Recognize this puss.
Never seen that chick before in my life. Or afterlife.
Are we doing this?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort. Spill your guts. Who wants to go first? All right, I will. See, I'm willing to do the work.
Swear the afterlife is so random.
You're that thing from my dream. Really more nightmare material.
Confronting the unknown, conquering your fears. There's nothing harder.
What the f? Thank you all for coming to this special occasion, but right now with like a little privacy.
All right, so there we go. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Trailer 2, we got a lot more in that. I don't feel like we got too much, though. I don't want to say it was like overkill. We've had a really good run of trailers lately where they're not fucking up the movie for us, and I really appreciate that. This looks fun, man. I'm going to be honest. You saw me. I was smiling the whole time. I feel like, as odd as it is, 36 years, I think, later. Is it? Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. That we finally get this movie, and they did something in the sequel that you kind of want from a sequel. I think successful sequels give you, which is more of what you ask for. The first Beetlejuice was great. I mean, again, I've said it over and over again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, but Beetlejuice himself was only in the movie very little bit. It was very much like Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs, right? I think he's got 10, 15 minutes of screen time, ballpark, and I feel like Beetlejuice was the same in the original movie, and both those guys stole the show. I mean, Anthony Hopkins got the Academy Award for that role, right? For barely being in a movie, but just knocking it out of the park. But maybe it was that, not giving us so much that won us over. I don't know, the tease, all that stuff, right? It feels like this is like they're addressing and giving us more of what we want, what we're questioning from the original, more of the afterlife world, the other side, all that stuff, the inner workings of that, more Beetlejuice. It definitely seems like Lydia's going to him for help, and therefore he's going to be pretty forefront in the film, which I'm excited as fuck about. I hope it works out. I really do. Again, slightly trepidatious. I don't want to, it's whatever. We always had the original. If this movie doesn't turn out that great, it looks really fun. It looks really funny. It looks great. It looks like a Tim Burton movie. It looks like a follow-up to Beetlejuice, because it is. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I'm super here for it. It comes out 1 week to the day before my birthday. My birthday is on Friday the 13th this year in September, so that's super cool. And this comes out on the 6th, so that's really fun. Guess what I'm doing? I could gush and gush all day, guys. It looks like a lot of fun to me. I'm excited about it. I'm tired of being overly critical about movies. I'm tired of negativity. I'm try not to be that person. Movie sucks, I'm gonna tell you it sucks. If the trailer sucks, I'm gonna tell you it sucks. I'll be honest with you, but I don't want to like nitpick shit, right? Yeah, the fact that this is 36 years overdue, right? You know, I hope it lives up to that. You know, that's a big time gap, but maybe it does. I know Twisters just came out. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard pretty good stuff. And to me, it didn't look, I mean, bad, but it didn't look like I wasn't excited to see it, because that was, gosh, 28 years after the fact, right? Was that 96? Jesus Christ, again, I'm getting old. Fuck. Guys, I was a sophomore or junior when that movie came out. But apparently it's pretty enjoyable, pretty good time from what I've heard. I've not gotten any kind of spoiler reviews or anything, just kind of broad strokes, but general consensus is it's a fun popcorn summer movie, which great. That's what the first one was, and so maybe if we can keep that trend going, cool, man. I don't care how long it takes to get the sequel, as long as it's enjoyable. Great. You know, this does feel to me very on par, and it feels like everybody's back that should be back, that can be back. It feels like Tim Burton and Michael Keaton both are, and Winona Ryder, of course. Everybody's, like I said, from the original involved. It feels like they're very, they're not half-assing it. I don't get that impression at all. It feels very genuine and enthusiastic. So, anyway, this has become a very long video for a trailer reaction, but it's what it is. I want to speak. We're going to talk. We're getting into spooky season, guys. 4th of July is past. The build-up to Halloween is upon us. So there will be more movie reviews coming up for horror movies, new movies, old movies, cult classics, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be just peppering them out throughout the next few months here. Well, frankly and forever. It's my channel. Frankly, I'll do whatever I want, but we want to amp it up a bit for Halloween, right? The lead up. I love to build it up for Halloween, guys. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts on Beetlejuice? Let me know what you think down below. Are you excited? Are you just like, you know, way too far, too late kind of thing? You think they're going to ruin it? You know, all that stuff. Let me know down below. Appreciate you. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. And again, like I said, leave comments down below. It's my favorite part. And until next time, take care.